Super Bomberman.
Dude, what's taking him so long?
Give him a minute. For Dan, waking up is basically a more physical 12-step program, without, the regrets or the self-improvement. Attaboy.
Everything all right in there?
I've got Lucille in the car if it's zombies again. Okay, are we still going to the record store? So we're waiting for Chris and Pete?
Well, where are they? Figures.
Man, stop crying like a bitch.
Dude, walking lunges around the gym 100 times. I'm just gonna sit down right here.
Ha! Looks at them, asleep in some bloods.
So, what are we all up to today?
I think we had plans to walk to the record store. You in?
Look, I'm not walking anywhere. Y'all can just go fuck yourselves.
All right, then. So what do you guys think of Texas?
It is nice. Fairly warm, spacious, lots of tacos. A little weirded out by the abundance of birds in the area during the winter.
The cow pigeon says he wants that I should cheer up. Things could be worse.
Wait a minute. Pigeons don't migrate.
Okay?
Damn straight.
So what are we looking to pick up?
Well, I caught a ton of crap for letting my vinyl copy of Blessed and Possessed get warped, so I guess I'm going to see if they got a replacement.
I've been meaning to pick up my favorite albums from October that I streamed online.
Like what?
Well, I'll start off with the new album from Ancients. This is the second full-length album from another band from Canada. You guys know how I like those Canadian bands, right? Well, these guys blend the best elements of heavy, progressive, and sludge metal in a package that can easily be enjoyed by fans of Opeth, High on Fire, and Slayer, and, casual fans of Thin Lizzy, Allman Brothers, and ELO. The music is at times extremely riff-focused, but at the drop of a dime, they can go into long, complex passages that leave you like, what the hell just happened? Vocals trade off between a guttural assault a la Opeth and a clean bellow similar to that of The Ocean. At an ambitious 67 minutes long, this album is a big step in progression for the band and certainly puts the sophomore slump rule to task.
Awesome. Hey, speaking of something that has absolutely nothing to do with that, have you heard the new Red Fang? Heavy southern rock style metal. Can't go wrong with this. If you've heard Red Fang at all in the past, you know what to expect here. But if you haven't listened since the days of Prehistoric Dog, you might be surprised at the tone. It's a lot darker and less fun on the surface, and it gives all the songs a big kick that may have been needed at this stage in their career.
I wasn't expecting anything as serious or down-to-earth as we got with this release, but man, was it worth it. With everything I hear, they are coming into their own and finding a cool mix that kind of reminds me of Mastodon and Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, with most of the negatives taken out. I love their guitar tone, and their vocals are never distracting or overpowering. My favorites are the aggressive, almost Clutch-reminiscent Cut It Short, and Shadows, which has a pretty hilarious video attached to it. Is it just me, or do these guys really promote nerd-on-redneck violence?
Everything seems to have been given an upgrade in this release, from the production to the individual instruments. The bass line in I Am a Ghost may be one of the coolest sounds put out last year. Old school metalheads will enjoy this, and some crossover prog fans may get a kick out of it as well. Especially if you liked Baroness but wish it was a little more country fried.
All right, you can stop dragging me now. And if we are talking about favorites from October, so at number 3, I have Sour with their latest album, Guardians. So earlier this year, I reviewed Thwath, a side project of Scottish black metaler Andy Marshall that was full of pagan gloom. And he returns after 2 years to his main project of Sour with Guardians. Guardians is a majestic yet grim journey filled with beautiful Celtic melodies mixed with distant, plaintive, rough vocals. This particular album features, unlike Thwath, features a lot more bagpipes, flutes, and those kinds of instrumentals mixed with traditional black metal stylings. This album, again, proves that Andy Marshall, for a one-man solo project, has way more talent than a lot of full black metal bands. This is something that every fan of ABM should definitely check out.
Dan, got anything to contribute?
No,
Seriously?
no.
Wake up!
What?
Top 3, October, now.
Oh yeah, my favorites in October. Well,
Fuck 'em.
well, look who it is, the Shred Shack. You stupid posers.
Monster! Pokeball, go!
Damn it, what the hell? Trolls aren't monsters, in a manner of speaking. Anyway, you have to damage it first before you can catch it.
Damn, you win this round, but soon you will meet my great ball.
Phrasing?
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy who hacked our Facebook page because we said concept albums are only acceptable sometimes?
Well, clearly you don't know how to properly run a heavy metal fan site. Your opinions are shallow and uninformed. Your monthly selections are pedestrian at best.
20 minutes later.
And whenever you try to formulate a collective opinion, you were distracted by the simplest of things.
Hey guys, colored vinyl.
Ooh, gimme!
A box set of 7 albums, of which I already own 5? Mine!
Well, what would you recommend?
Well, actually, the latest album from...
Ah, here we go.
Hold that thought.
This is the debut album from the supergroup featuring Adam D from Killswitch Engage, the Black Dahlia Murder drummer Shannon Lucas, and Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. If you ever wanted to know what Killswitch Engage sounded like if they were really pissed off, it would sound like this. The music features Adam D's signature no space left unfilled melodic riffage with a certain amount of bite that is far more aggressive than his main gig. Corpse Grinder is as guttural as ever and is complemented by Adam's clean vocals for a complex and contrasting sound that highlights the best of both Killswitch and Corpse. At a runtime of just 27 minutes, this feels more like a tease than anything else, so here's hoping that we get another release in the very near future.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Serpents because I gotta tell you, we've really been digging that new Crowbar. This is a pretty interesting time for Crowbar since Weinstein's completely taken his focus off of Down and this is primarily his only outfit for riffs. Not only that, but their bassist Jeff Golden was fired from the band in early May and was replaced with founding member Sexy T. So last year not only gave us a shakeup of the lineup, but also its first glimpse of what the future of the band will be like, and they really haven't lost anything.
Even if you're new to sludge metal, you know how influential Crowbar is, and this album is as good a representation of their stuff as you can hope for. The first track, Falling While Rising, sets a gloomy tone that doesn't leave for the whole listen. Some of the tracks can muddle together and it's hard to pick our favorites, but songs like Embrace the Light and the title track really stick out, especially when the vocals get this deep and depressing harmony, which is a newer sound for these guys.
It's not the best Crowbar album, but it does the job it's set out to do. Awesome sludgy riffs, gritty vocals, and just enough of an edge to keep them ahead of their competition in the genre. And as a casual fan, it was pleasant enough to listen to.
And for something a little bit more misanthropic, it's fitting that in 2016, which has been probably one of the shittiest years in recent history, that we would have two utterly misanthropic albums from old school black metal masters released. First with Dark Funeral, and now Darkthrone's Arctic Thunder. Darkthrone proves that for over 2 decades they've refined their craft. This release is not simply a reissue of A Blaze in Northern Sky, but is a reflection of a band that has matured, trying to stay true to their roots while still experimenting along the way and eschewing the old cult trappings. Arctic Thunder has elements of punk rock and roll and thrash, all of which were hallmarks of proto-black metal, and it's a fantastic album that any fan of old school black metal is sure to enjoy.
Does anyone want to hear my opinion?
No, we're not here to stroke your ego.
Ooh, hey, speaking of ego. You see what I did there? Too sweet me, bro. Or not. Now, normally I tend to be wary of Metal Blade releases, as I find their catalog polarizing. But Destridge proved to be on the positive side of things. The band is a kinetic powerhouse, erratic in its assault, yet so intense in their melodic edge. They exude the conundrum of controlled chaos, switching from frenzied to subdued at the drop of a dime, though I use the term subdued loosely, as there is a haunting element to their quote-unquote softer side. Their greater reliance on heaviness over technicality and clean vocals may turn off some, but their apparent madness is just downright alluring and, dare I say, fun. In many ways, the album is like taking the best elements of every era of Motley Crue, combining elements of metalcore, and taking the entire concoction beyond 11. At worst, the band is intriguing. At best, they're striving to break new ground and making magic along the way.
Okay, I think I have everything I want, and I just can't seem to find the Powerwolf albums.
Just ask the dude at the front. Excuse me, purveyor of an obsolete medium. My friend here has a question.
Yes, sir. Do you have the new Powerwolf album on vinyl?
Dude, what have I told you about asking for help in these places?
Oh, right, sorry. Do you have that song by that band that had that album a few months ago with that song that went like dun 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 dun, and that other song that went dun 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 dun?
I think we have the new Powerwolf. Are you happy now?
Yeah, but ever since you said the word obsolete, all I've been thinking about is Matt Hardy. I demand all of your Powerwolf on vinyl, or you shall be deleted!
Alright.
Delightful! Now I shall spread my broken brilliance to the nearest coffee distillery. I shall need energy if me and brother Nero are to defeat the Box of Youth. Ah, well, at least I still got Seal the Deal and Let's Boogie.
Dude, we're all ready to go. What's taking you so long?
I'm still looking for something else. I need something downright erection-inducing.
What was that? And don't say it was your boner. That's not good. Yeah! Ah, fuck. What the fuck is that?
I think that's Chuck Billy.
Are you fucking serious? Well, I think Pat can handle this one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think so too.
Go forth, fearless leader, for everyone likes you.
Wait, what? Fuck you. Hey, Mr. Billy. Loved you in Metal Allegiance. Oh, God, he's doing something. Ah! Cobras!
One thing that we've talked quite a bit about on this podcast is old thrash metal bands staying true to their roots and still sounding good. Testament shows that it can be done, especially with the new recording technology we have. Testament on Brotherhood of the Snake sounds as good as they've ever have.
Most of the members of Testament have had a pretty busy schedule over the past few years. They had a constant touring schedule, side projects, and most of their members were involved in Metal Allegiance, which dominated most of their free time in the past 2 years. The fact that they were able to record an album at all, not just one as good as Brotherhood of the Snake, is pretty damn impressive.
Hey, Pat. How's it going, buddy? Doing good?
Fuck off.
Alright, I'll just leave you be.
The twin guitar attack of Eric Peterson and Alex Skolnick is unrelenting from the opening note to the closing. Riffs piled on riffs, harmonies that rival those of classic Maiden, and face-melting solos cementing the art of shredding at the forefront of metal. The rhythm section is absolutely thunderous on this record. The atomic clock Gene Hoglan lays down the foundation, and returning bassist Steve DiGirio handles the low end like a seasoned veteran of the metal scene. The songs themselves are full-force, in-your-face slobber knockers that leave no room for breathing between beatings. My personal favorite is Blackjack, about a gambling spree in Vegas. The song is fun, tongue-in-cheek, and not your typical subject matter for Testament. We thrash fans are lucky to be living a time where all of the Big Four and 2 members of the extended thrash hierarchy have released awesome albums in the span of 18 months. With the forthcoming Overkill record, we only need Exodus to round out the top 8 of American thrash.
In the city of sin,
There's really not much else to say except it's what we've come to expect from a modern-day Testament album. Every release that's come out since Chuck Billy's throat surgery has been phenomenal, and we've reached a point where the only noteworthy thing about a Testament album would be if it isn't awesome.
Pat? You okay, buddy? Well, shit. Rage quit.